So we get a lot of questions on how we face mount to acrylic, and so just wanted to show a little bit of the process here. And what we're doing right now is we've got the print, came off our HP DesignJet 6100. It's an inkjet print. And right now we're putting the adhesive, it's called OptiMount. It's a double-sided adhesive. And it's going, basically put the print on what's called a sled. And this is process number one. It's a rather involved process to do this. Not a lot of shops do it. But first off, we got the OptiMount here, so Peter's ultimately going to peel back one side of the adhesive. It's always fun to do. It's hard to get your hard to get your thumb around that to get the adhesive or the liner pulled back. So right now, like I said, we're pulling back that liner. You want to give it a good crease. Nice thing about this process is once it's finished, the clarity and the vibrancy of the print really pop through that acrylic, and that's why people really love this process. So you send it just through, just before the release liner. Flip the back through. We've got some canned air here to, not canned ear hair, but canned air here to get any dust particles off. So this is definitely a vital part of the process. You want to make sure there's not one little speck of dust on there, or it's going to be seen. And so the key when pulling back this liner is not to stop, or you're going to see a line on the print. So as it goes through, you just want to pull up just slowly, but never stop, and keep the release liner close to the print as possible. So here it is, came out the other side here. So now it's got the release liner on the top part, and so we need to cut this off the board because we've got adhesive around the edges there.
Always use a sharp blade.
Yes, that's absolutely key as well. So once we cut it off the board, we're on step 2, where we're going to actually attach it to the acrylic. So step number 2, we're attaching the print to the acrylic. And this is what makes it or breaks it right here. Having that leader board, essentially the same thickness and a little longer than the acrylic, that is really the most essential part to this whole face mounting process. So now we have the light table on. The print is going upside down onto the acrylic. We've got a 1/4 inch bleed, which gives us an 1/8 inch bleed all the way around. And we tape the print to the leaderboard, to the 6mm Sintra.
Turn the lights off.
Okay, Peter's going to go run and turn the lights off so you can see what he's doing. So now we're back, and the key here is lining it up perfectly so you have an 1/8 inch extra on all 4 sides. That is going to be your bleed. That's going to be what's cut off once this piece is mounted to the acrylic. So, so we've attached the adhesive to the leaderboard now, and now we're double checking to make sure nothing moved. Usually it doesn't, but you definitely want to double check, otherwise it's going to go on crooked and you are out of luck at that point. You're pulling the whole thing back off the piece of acrylic. That glow of that light table, Peter, gives you this kind of a sinister look. And the next step is just wipe it down with your hand. Even lint-free cloths leave a little bit of dust. The only thing we found that really seems to work well is just using your hand.
Very dry.
A very dry hand, yeah. So here we go. We're going to pull the release liner back. Same things happening as when we coated the print. Now it's going on the acrylic. So now Peter, as it goes through, just continues wiping in case any dust we missed, or the air missed, or any dust that could be dropping from the sky, anything, arm hair, you name it. And this is the last step through the machine. And it's beautiful. Look at that. And there's the finished print there. Again, this is a 32 by 24. And last step is we just trim off the 3 sides. And that print really, I mean, behind the acrylic there, it's amazing how much that pops. The colors become so vibrant. Peter, would you mind just holding that up real quick?
Sure.
There it is. There is the close to finished piece. All right, thanks. All right, so now we have the coated piece of 3mm sintra. So it's got an adhesive, a strong adhesive on the sintra. Pull the release liner back, and then we are going to adhere the acrylic to the sintra, creating a sandwich print in the middle.
Sand.
So I'm going to set this camera down, and this is kind of a 2-man operation right here, where you flip it over.
And have a protective surface for placing the acrylic down on.
Yeah, that's key. So Peter's going to press down on the lead edge where it was adhered. And I'm going to pull up on the sintra and grab that release liner. Just expose the adhesive. There we go. So now the last step is to adhere the wooden slats. So we make marks, measure out top and bottom from the sides so that they're equal, and then sand basically within those lines is where the wooden slats are going to go. Key to good adhesion. And then we apply a special adhesive to the sintra and to the slats. So once we got glue on both the sintra and the wood, you place them in that area that we sanded down. Apply enough pressure to get it set. The last step that we'll do once these are adhered is add weight and let them sit overnight. So there's the final finished piece. It basically hangs off the wall about 3/4 of an inch. And I'll show you what it looks like from the side. About that much space. So once again, there's the finished print. Thanks, Peter.
Not a problem.